Okay, I'm on here in the shop today, and I was just going to give you a little update here on setting the cam load. But before I do that, I just want to thank everybody that's watching and following along on my adventure here. Uh, I've always been into steam engines and hit miss engines, and this is actually the first multi-cylinder engine that I've ever built, and I don't know if I'm over my head or not. I've had to sort through things a lot, and relied on help from others to get as far as I have. And right now I'm a little confused on even setting this cam. You know, the instructions say to put the exhaust valve centered at top dead at 109 degrees. Now, I'm just assuming that at 109 degrees we're talking about the center of the time that the valve is going to be open, and not the time where it fully opens at 109. I'm guessing that, and I think the duration is like 20 degrees, or no, 40 degrees, so I'd be 20 degrees. So I'm guessing that it's at 109 degrees, that it would be in the center of that. I am going to try to get an answer from the person that actually drew up the plans. And like I say, I've always been into small engines and stuff, and I seen this build when I was first starting my little machine shop, and I go, well, I'd like to try that. So here I am, 3 years later on this adventure, and it's been a challenge, that's for sure. I've been in the machining business in one way or another for the last 42 years. So, and I started creating these videos just to kind of share my experience along the way. I just thought it would be a good way to share my experiences and maybe get a little information. And I found out that you're never too old to learn something new, and there's always a different way of doing things, and I try to stay open to any suggestions that I get. So, but anyway, enough of that. So I have it set up here on I got a round steel plate that I got my motor plate clamped to, the Corian plate that I'm mounting the motor to. I got that clamped onto the metal plate so that I can put the mag base on there, and if I bump things around, it won't change my settings. And I'm going to try to set the cam to like I said, I'm believing that it's the center of duration at the 109 degrees that I turn it back, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I will, like I say, I will try to get an answer. And if it's wrong, then I just come back and reset it again once I find out, exactly what we're looking for here. Anyway, I will zoom you in on this. Enough babbling. You have to excuse me. I tend to run off and start babbling away. Okay. I got you set up on top of my lathe again. So you can kind of, might want to zoom out a little bit here. Okay. So I've got a indicator here set with the needle down into the number one piston, and I cut the I cut the screws off on the back side and tightened these up so it's really snug, so I can actually turn the crank with just the wheel. So I'll slip that in place. I still haven't put anything down for a pointer though, so I'll have to use what I've been doing was playing around. I'll just lay that. It's just a piece of brass that I can't even remember what I bent it for, but I'm just gonna lay that right there. As long as I don't bump that, I should be fine. So now I'll turn this until I get to, I don't know if you can see the indicator at all or not, but right there is top right there. So I'm going to move this around to, well, I've got a little, I don't really have the flywheel on the backside, but I have a thumb pulley back there that I made with the taper and everything. I got that tightened up there. So I want to turn this around to top dead center here, keeping it on 0, the indicator on 0. Okay, right there, and a couple degrees off. Okay, that is 0 right there. So now, according to the instructions, I want to set up on the exhaust valve here. So I'll turn the magnet off here and try to get this lined up. Just trying to get this centered over the exhaust lifter. Okay, and put this slider back here. Let's see. This is long. You know, I could just loosen this clamp up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna loosen this clamp up, slide that underneath, and I'll have a pointer that I shouldn't move around. I don't need my little clamp block. I'm gonna do that. Not very nice outside today. It was supposed to get nice, but it's only, I think it's only like in the 40s with the wind blowing, and it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that I'm correct here yet. Right there. Okay. It's about 1 degree off is all. All right, now. Okay, that's 0. And now I'm supposed to go counterclockwise, 109 degrees, I do believe. Yep, counterclockwise, 109 degrees. So there's 90, 100, and 9. That's 109 degrees right there. So I'll make sure the exhaust valve is loosened up here. Or the gear for the cam. Exhaust valve, no, the cam gear. See, I'm babbling again. All right. Yeah, it was snugged up. All right. So now I need to find. I'm thinking that I need to find the center of the lobe right there. So I've got my distributor stuck in there, and I'm just grabbing the turny thing, the what do you call it, rotor. Okay, so there's one side. Oh, good. This isn't going to work very well. How am I going to find? Oh, I know. I can tighten it up. All right. It's plan 2. I will tighten. I'm at a high spot here right now. Okay, so let's go. All right, that's where it's at its maximum lift in the counter rotation. I think I'm going to have to, I think what I need to do is, I'm going to zero this out right there again. So I lost top dead now. So, okay, so that's 0 right there. That's 0. Now I want to find right where it starts to drop again. Where it starts to, the valve starts to close. Right there. Right there. Yeah, so it's actually 50 degrees, so it's 25 degrees of duration that I've got apparently on this. Yep. Right there. At 50 degrees and 0. So it's 25. So if I actually go, if I want the center of center of that, if I want the center of that at, oh boy, I gotta think here. I gotta get a piece of paper to scribble on. Okay, so I've got 25 degrees, and if I want the center at 109, maybe I'm thinking this too hard on this, I don't know. So that would be 12.5 degrees, so if I subtract 12.5 from the 109, that should tell me at the beginning of the fully open, correct? I hope I'm correct anyway. So that would be 6, yeah, 96.5 degrees. So instead of going back 109, I'd go back 196, or I mean 96. 96.5. Okay, so, all right, well, let's just, okay, so take this up to top dead center again, put on piston, set my 0 again. Like I say, I'm going to have to get a little bit of clarification. Maybe I'm dense, I don't know. Like I say, this is my first attempt at this. I've never had any trouble with the single cylinder because obviously that's pretty obvious there, you know. Okay, so I'm at top dead center, right there, and that's 0. Now I'm going to crank it back 90, 96, and a half. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 1, 2, 3, 6. Right there. So that should be where the valve is just achieved fully open. I sure hope this is right. I gotta get that loosened up here. The screw is kind of facing downward. Okay. So now I gotta make sure I'm turning this the correct direction. Let's see. So, 96. So that's, the cam has to turn counterclockwise to 96. I need to get a marker here and put a mark on, I got one laying here. Mark on the shaft back here just so I can see, make sure that I'm not thinking real well today, I guess. Okay, so. Right. Right there. If I'm right, that should be the spot. Okay. I'll be able to check it here now. Go to top dead center, which is right there. That's correct. And then when I turn back to where valve is just, or the lifter's at the fully raised position is right there. Why isn't that? Still not doing this correctly, because it should be at 96 and I'm at 60. So loosen this up. .96 and then tighten it back up. Alright, let's go back again. I'm gonna have a long video just like this. Last night when I started, I don't know why it was so slow. It was my computer didn't want to process the video very fast. It was 2 in the morning before I finally started to upload to YouTube. So, all right, I'm at top dead center. Now we'll crank this around till the lifter is fully up. Right there. Well, we're closer now. We're at 90, or, oh no, we're not. We're at 89. I want to go 96. Oh boy. All right, 96. I'll have it wore out before I. Right. Right there. That's 0. One nice thing about this plate, having it on the plate now, the indicators are actually they're repeating pretty good. Right there. Boy, it's close now. Fully opened at between 96 and 97s. And that depends on how fast I go into it here. Right there. Okay, so now it's at 98. Try it one more time. Right there. Oh, right there. There it's at 97. '97. '97. I'd say we're at 97. I think I'm going to tighten both screws up here and just double check it again. Okay, make sure they're both pretty snug. I'll go back up to top dead center. There's 0. Now hold on to somewhere between 97 and 98 is where I'm set at right now. So I'm going to leave that just like that until I get a response. I hope that I'm sure he will. He'll let me know right away as soon as he sees it. He's been really good. I mean, he drew these plans up and he did a really nice job on the plans. I mean, that's the drawings are well done. They're very well done. If you are considering purchasing these plans, I would, and you want to build it, I would strongly suggest that you go ahead and do it for that. For the price that he was asking, it's well worth it. I think there's, I mean, that's the kind of work I do right now is I do drawings for big fixtures for cargo handling on the 747, the 777, the 787, and drafting to me sucks. I mean, I really hate drafting. I like modeling, CAD modeling, but I really dread and hate drafting. So when he offered these plans for the price that he offered, and I looked at him and it was like, you're not charging near enough. But anyway, like I say, he's been really good about coming back and with any questions that you have. So, but I'm going to leave this set just like that now, and I've been wanting to sharpen some end mill. So what I think I'm going to do is, this is on my surface plate that I can move around. I'll just move it out of the way and go back to go and do some sharpening of end mills. I don't know how many of you would be interested in that, or maybe I'll set the camera up, and depending on the response I get from this video, we'll determine whether I actually post that or not. But because I went through and I made a floating end mill holder, which I've used a few times now. I've sharpened end mills down to, I believe, 5/16, and I'd like to go down to a 3/16. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm about to. So I'm still actually using my temporary setup that it was supposed to be temporary, but I'm thinking that it's going to be somewhat permanent, because Yeah, it seems to work real good. I put it on, I mount this stuff on my mill. I kind of cover up the ways a little bit, and I use the cross feed and X axis to set everything up and grind. So anyway, I'm gonna go and do that. And like I say, I'll set up a video of that, but I'm not. If there's no interest in it, I'm not gonna post it because it takes a long time to post stuff up, and I've been wanting to keep up with this build. I'm trying to remember to video some of the major steps, just in case somebody else is building it and they run into the same problems or same trials and tribulations, or you might want to say, that way, maybe I can help somebody out. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.